Hi, my name's Katie and I'm in Rosemary's storytelling class, and today I'm going to be telling the personal story of my not-so-ideal trip to Paris. But first, here's my audience.
Hello!
Hi! Okay, so a little bit of background. We go on this trip after our junior year of high school, after we've taken about 3 years of French. And the year I got to go with 14 of my closest friends, so it was an awesome adventure. So here is my not-so-ideal trip to Paris. In the summer, after my junior year of high school, I embarked on my journey to Paris with 14 of my closest friends and 2 of our teachers. We all met at the airport, took a picture, and we were off. Once we got to our gate, we got to pick who we sat by. So I choose to sit by my two closest friends, Haley and Reed. On the plane, it started off great until we realized that it was a 9-hour plane ride. So that upset us very much. Then we had a lot of food on the plane because 9 hours is a long time, and the food that I had did not sit well in my stomach. I ended up throwing up a lot before the plane even landed. Then when we landed in Paris, I was still very sick, so I took some Dramamine to just pass out on our 2-hour bus ride into Paris. Then, when we got to Paris and we got off the bus to our hotel, I was still very sick and was not feeling the day's adventure. We unloaded the bus and put our suitcases in the hotel, having to walk up 4 flights of stairs. That was not fun for sick Katie. All I wanted to do was stay in the hotel that day, but I knew that I had to go off on the adventure because I can't just sit in a hotel in Paris, France. So, our first tourist activity for the day was, of course, to see the Eiffel Tower. We left the hotel, walked a couple blocks, and then started off our journey at the metro station. However, in the metro, I threw up in the metro garbage can, and in the exit leaving the metro at the Eiffel Tower exit. Safe to say it was not a good day. Then we got to the foot of the Eiffel Tower, taking tons of pictures, but I was still feeling very sick. And keep in mind, it's very hot in Paris, so being sick and in the heat, it was not a good mix. My teacher decided that they would let me take the elevator up the Eiffel Tower instead of walking up the thousands of stairs to get to the top. So, we got in the line for the elevator, and my friends took the stairs up, very upset that I was the only one that got to take the elevator up. So we all met at the top of the Eiffel Tower, took in the view, took lots of pictures, and then all of a sudden, I threw up again, but missed the garbage can and landed straight on the top tier of the Eiffel Tower. Everyone was not very excited about this, and we didn't really know how to clean it up because we're on the top tier of the Eiffel Tower and there's not many other places to go. But all of a sudden, when we turned around, it started thundering and lightning, and lots of rain started pouring down on us. The rain cleared up my throw up, so we didn't really have any reason to stay there anymore. So, we decided to walk down the tower and not wait in the line for the elevator because I still felt sick and was just ready to go home. So we started walking and walking down all of the flights of stairs until all of a sudden we saw a guy pickpocket the woman in front of us. And the thief started running down the stairs, but because of the rain, it was very slippery, and the thief ended up falling and rolling down the flights of stairs right in front of us. So we had enough time to call to a security guard and get him to come while we continued walking down the stairs because pickpockets are pretty common in France anyway. Then we got to the bottom of the tower, started our walk to the hotel, but I still was not doing very well, and I ended up throwing up in another garbage can on the side of the street. So my professors finally caved in and let me take a taxi all the way back to the hotel, where I stayed in the room the rest of the day by myself when everyone else got to go have their escargot at dinner. It's safe to say that the moral of the story is you always have to push through your problems, and I'm glad I did, especially when in Paris. But often in life, you may get tired of pushing through and want to just hang out in the hotel room. The end. Thank you for listening.